broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hello everyone and welcome to another NXT after show right here on AFTERBUZZ TV. So much news, so much to talk about in tonight's episode. Of course, I am Cathy Kelley. Joining me, as always, the returning, the Hobo.
I'm the King of Florida now.
King of Florida?
Yeah, that's absolutely how it works.
Fantastic.
It's different. It's not quite the United States. It dangles a little lower, so they run things
A
differently.
little bit to the left.
Yeah.
Depending on how you look at it.
Did you meet any alligators when you were out there? Like, what did you do?
All
Did
the
you wrestle
alligators.
any of them?
Of course. Yes.
Just like ZZ?
Roadside entertainment. Yes. That's
That
how I
sounds
made a little
cool.
extra money while I was there.
Panhandling.
Yes.
Hoping that you didn't get eaten by a crocodile.
Well, I mean, how could they really?
I do, after the show, we'll discuss what the difference between an alligator and a crocodile is, because I feel like you might have some more insight on that now.
I have some more internal insights.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I pulled something out of one of them.
That doesn't sound great. But sitting next to the Hobo, Mr. Mark Donica.
Hey everybody, really quickly, I just wanted to thank everybody on Twitter and YouTube for your concerns. I am feeling better. My little spout of disco fever last week, I'm feeling much better. Collar's in its proper place. But thank you for your concerns. I really appreciate it. Howdy! You can follow me on Twitter at SoapboxMark and at The Gimmick Pod, where we just put out a new episode on Sunday, and we're going to be putting out a new episode very soon. A really quick recap of all the wrestling news with myself and Mr. Brandon Taylor. Big NXT week, Miss Cathy Kelley.
Oh my gosh, so big.
Yeah. It's
but
like so big.
very exciting too. But let's talk about this episode of NXT. We kick it off with the American Alpha.
Yeah, we do.
The newly coined American Alpha. Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. But they...
Yes, no, I know. I saw the episode. I'm caught
you
up
did? Okay.
completely.
Cool.
I haven't missed a beat. I come in prepared. I'm a professional.
That's crazy.
I know, because I don't
Who'd
look
have
like
thunk
it.
it?
Right. Ha. They look at me and wonder.
Mark's looking very professional week by week with
do what I can.
the snazzy blazers.
Hey man, if we're covering NXT, gotta look as close to good that Corey Graves and Tom Phillips do.
I don't think anyone will ever match how Corey Graves dresses.
No one. There's that one week where he was
Very
sporting
dapper.
short sleeves and suspenders.
Yeah.
I would not be that brave, but he still looks good. Looks good. Trying to do my part. We're trying to be more professional here at the AfterBuzz TV. So you know what? Let's dress the part.
Super profesh.
You could get a Trogdor throat tattoo. That might help.
I could, and it'll match my Trogdor polo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the American Alpha face Blake and Murphy. Banff coming out. Blake has rocking a man bun now. Because I think Dolph Ziggler actually stole his gimmick of the French braid.
Yeah,
Oh,
he did.
yeah.
Yeah. But great matchup. We get American Alpha chants immediately. And then during this match, Chad Gable was just so quick.
Chad
Like,
Gable
so
was
fast.
this match. Like
Much.
he's to be the tag partner who gets beat up. It's really hard for me to consider him in trouble ever, because he took so much of the brunt of the punishment and reversed it in ways that we never thought that he could, because he's done the amateur thing. Tonight was super lucha heavy.
Yeah.
This is something that you would see from the CMLL, excuse me, and it was fun, and the crowd, if they weren't totally bought, like,
Oh, yeah, really.
signed, sealed, delivered, this was just, it was fun, and these guys are both sides. You can't have with Murphy's bad knee, quote unquote bad knee spot.
He went down screaming and winks at it.
It like everybody was going, oh, he's doing a thing where okay, that's fun. Is he okay?
No.
like, because Alexa even quietly was just like, hey man, like,
She sold
Not
it
even
too,
like,
which just shows how great of a partner she is. But I put, when I was writing notes, Murphy quote, hurts knee. I know. Can't trick me. But American Alpha pulls out the win, and yeah.
It's a decisive win over the former tag team champions.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, they really did try their all to pull one over on the, as you said, newly coined American Alpha, but it just didn't work. Both Chad Gable and Jason Jordan are two high-quality professionals who can both float with the best and then technically take them apart and then suplex them. These guys are just dynamite.
That is very true.
They're dangerous.
And we're building up to the eventual meeting with them and Dash and Dawson, another team that can just fit, like, through strikes, pick people apart. So these two are going to have the most beautiful dance at the ball by the time it happens, and maybe even though we're looking at stuff with Zoe and Cass with Dash and Dawson, I think, like, early prediction that TakeOver Dallas is going to be Dash and Dawson versus American Alpha, and it's going to tear the house down.
It'll be really, really, really good.
Yeah, really quickly, I just want to do something fun. We have a graphic that
Because we never do that.
No, we never have fun here. So last week, in case you missed last week, we got Miss Alexa Bliss taking part in the show, which was a lot of fun. But I made a graphic for the dream match, the dream pun off, if Ray can show that. It should be right in the TriCaster notes that this is live programming. We didn't plan any of this.
No.
You guys could have a heck of a match. So where do we stand for that match as it happens right now?
I mean, it looks like she accepted. We just need
a time and place.
We need the GM of AfterBuzz to schedule when this is going to go down.
All right, that's so Mrs. Maria Menounos is going to make this match. So hopefully, maybe for TakeOver Dallas, we could arrange something special because. So as far as we know, we're gonna be there, and as far as we know, she's gonna be there. So we're not saying that there's anything that's planned right now, but stay tuned around WrestleMania time right here at AfterBuzz TV, and maybe we can get something fun happening.
And that graphic, I have to say, was incredible.
Yeah, I made it.
People were saying that it needs to be a triple threat between myself, Alexa, and Becky Lynch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that could be fun.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get that going. But make sure to tweet at Alexa. She was a good sport this past week.
Good sportsmanship, but not gonna
take you down.
Take the champion-ship away from me.
Y'all need a belt. You gotta design a belt.
But Cathy is pun defeated when it comes to puns.
I'm a pundit.
Yeah.
For them.
Yes.
Anyways, moving on. Backstage, we have Alex or Adam or whoever it is.
According to Dana, it was Adam. According to Twitter, It was Rich Brennan.
Yep.
But Alex Reyes backstage with Dana Brooke and Emma, and Dana says that Carmella will not do a thing to Emma. Emma chimes in and says Carmella can't do anything because she's only gotten wins via luck, and she's about to be bada boom, bada bing, unluckiest chick in the ring. How you doing?
Always so confident. These two just feed each other's egos. There's just no end to how awesome they think they are and how everyone else is just steps behind them.
There were some points that they made that were very valid. Carmella lost to Blue Pants, and she doesn't work for the company, so that might say something about her. But we have seen her. She won the Battle Royale last week.
Yep. It's about what you've done lately. Everybody's got a long career. It's what you do in a row. And right now, Carmella is on a hot streak.
Yeah.
There's really no stopping her. So it doesn't really matter if she lost to one person who's not technically employed with the company way back when. Right now, she's a hot commodity. Put your money on Carmella.
And she's hot.
She's also good looking. There's also that.
So do you think that they're smart in what they're saying, or they're a little bit delusional?
To be honest, I think that Emma could have done better if she had done this promo by herself. I don't think Dana...
I really like this promo.
It was good, but I don't think it helped her case by having Dana speak for her. You know?
Dana's always the loudest of the duo. Emma's kind of reserved, but, sort of saves it for the ring, I guess you could say. But Dana Brooke is always vocal.
She always has something to say, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but when it comes to Emma trying to prove herself, she shouldn't need to have anybody else talk her up.
There will come a day when Emma has had enough of Dana's mouth and will just smack it, and we will now be into what will be glad to see a feud between Dana Brooke and Emma.
I mean, according to Gargano, Johnny Wrestling himself, what you do to bullies, you punch him in the mouth.
You punch bullies.
So Dana's gonna get that from Emma or someone else.
Or Adam.
I mean, I've never really seen a guy punch a bull, but I saw a guy punch a horse once, and that worked out pretty well.
Was that Blazing Saddles?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
That's actually what you're supposed to do. Oh, to sharks. If a shark is attacking you, punch him in the nose.
Yeah, because their eyes well up with tears, and they run away.
Fun fact for any people that are swimming in the sea.
I found a shark in
waters.
Florida, too. I did.
Oh, how'd that go?
It went not as
Did you survive?
well.
It was the Evolve
Yes.
Dark match.
Oh, you're
Yes,
good.
it was. Evolve finally jumped the shark.
With you.
With me.
With you on its back.
Yes.
Next up, we have Liv Morgan versus Nia Jax. Yes, queen.
Yes, Queen, yes.
Yes.
Ava Marie stole our gimmick. She stole
know.
our bit. Come on.
Glad to see you're fans of the show.
Yeah. I mean, she was here, so she probably started watching religiously after she did that spotlight.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we're just addictive.
there's that.
No, you can't kick us once you start.
We're a drug.
I'm just happy that it's catching on.
Oh yeah, way catching.
Nia Jax,
Yes.
however, gets
Yes.
a very quick win.
Liv tried.
Liv tried,
She
yes.
really tried.
But she died hard.
Yep. I don't think she got a lick of actual offense. She came close. She tried doing the crucifix in the early going, switch it to the sunset. That didn't work. Nia Jax is just too darn big. And then she dropped that big leg, squished all the jelly out of Liv Morgan's donut, and that was about the end of it.
I don't know who I would think has the more devastating Hangman's noose submission, her or Braun Strowman, because all of the people that we've seen Strowman do it too are like bigger dudes, and when he did the Big Show, that was on the Royal Rumble, that was pretty impressive. But anytime we see Nia Jax do it, it's to people who are like 2 feet shorter than her, and it's
Little
just
legs
like
kicking.
oh.
Yeah.
I mean, she is very strong, as we've seen, and I cannot say how many people on social media said something about how they wanted to see Nia Jax be a contestant in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
I
was the only
we'll
thing
see
that
it.
was missing.
I think
from
we'll see
this
it.
Royal Rumble. Eventually, maybe give it another year. But I'm curious to where this whole thing with Eva Marie is going, because she's very present. Even Nia Jax's gear tonight had a red overtone to it.
Yeah.
So they are obviously a presence and a package. So I don't know where they're going to go next.
They are, but there also seems like there's some things underlying beneath the surface with them. Like, while they look like they are the package because they have matching gear, they're always together. It seemed like Eva Marie was a little bit happy when Nia Jax wasn't involved in the battle.
That was true. Of course, you don't necessarily want to have that moment where you come to blows with somebody that you trust. So if you sort of have that of a situation,
if you were actually friends, you would want your friend there to help you eliminate other people.
I never said they were friends. oh no.
They're just a
and
package.
I'm sure. Yeah.
They have a professional relationship.
Frenemies.
It's just business.
Okay.
Not even frenemies. This is all business. Eva Marie realizes that she has got a reputation that doesn't bode her so well. She's hired somebody to really do the heavy lifting for her. Literally.
Eva Marie's the fame, Nia Jax is the muscle.
That's right.
They both bring something to the table.
It's a master blaster.
They're like a yin-yang.
Yeah, or a master blaster.
I don't think that reference is going over here.
Two-man
That's
enter,
fine.
one-man
No,
leave.
I know, but her. That's fine. You should. There's a great series on the Popcorn Talk Network called Action Movie Anatomy.
Okay.
You should check them out. They do movies like that, like Mad Max.
I've been on that show before.
I know, it was a joke, Cathy.
No, she just thought you were an idiot. Like, really?
Don't worry, I am an idiot.
Backstage, we have Enzo, Cass, and Carmella. And Carmella starts off, she said, I heard everything that Emma and Little Miss Piggy said about me.
Ooh.
The Emma-lution is a freaking joke. And then Cass comes in and he says, Dash and Dawson, we also heard everything that you had to say. You want to run your mouths to Carmella? Well, you should be running on a treadmill.
Oh.
Sick burn.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
I love these double promos that we're getting from these guys because it makes sense that they'd be hanging out and trash talking their opponents together, and it makes them that much more cohesive of a unit.
Yeah.
Fun.
They're just so serious. Even Enzo, who's usually a little fire starter, is just so brooding. It's a change of pace.
Yeah.
You really take them seriously when they're like this. It's just complete change of character and feeling, and like, oh, the emotion's way different. They aren't playing around, man. This is gonna get bad, ugly, nasty.
I also kind of want to see an online segment, since they have so much content to fill the shows. I want to see an online segment with Carmella going back to the beauty salon and being like, look at me now, and then just like
Tearing it apart.
body slamming someone. Yeah, that'd be great. Or moonwalking out of it.
From all the way in the back.
Exactly. So we have next up Bull Dempsey, who is
Bullfit for TV. Hashtag
Yeah.
Bullfit for TV.
299 3/4 pounds.
He kept his
right.
weight from before Christmas.
That's dedication.
really hard to do.
This is a real
It's really hard to do.
Dang.
And his goal for 2016 is to run a quarter of a mile.
No, a quarter mile. Isn't
Yeah.
that a quarter mile in 25 minutes?
Quarter,
Whatever.
According where? Yeah. It's
quarter.
hard.
Or a quarter of a mile in 20. Is that what it is?
I think that's what it was.
I thought it was a quarter of a
It was
quarter
a quarter
of a mile.
quarter of a mile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then I
It was
misunderstood.
quarter. It was
My bad.
quarter.
A 16th of a mile.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Math.
Woo!
He is facing the returning Alex Riley.
Say it to my face.
Rage.
Yeah, rage.
Rage.
It's really weird. Like, I kind of recognized the music, but I was like, this sounds like somebody new. And his video didn't have any indication that it was Alex Riley.
Were you surprised?
Yes. Yes, I was. I was 100% surprised. I'm really happy that he's healed. I don't like the way that his character is going, though.
Okay.
He's angry.
Yeah.
I mean, he's angry and
We got him more of the promo after, but it's certainly in the ring. All of a sudden, he just kicks Bull Dempsey. He just does not want to play.
shouting, is this what NXT's come to, in reference to Bull being there? Just not a nice guy overall.
The jackass.
Fans are
Yeah.
definitely booing him already. But I wanted to know, where has he been? What has he been doing all this time? And I thought, other than tanning, we don't really know.
I mean, one of the best places to heal from knee surgery is a tanning bed.
Because you're laying
that's science.
down.
That's science, exactly.
Yeah.
You're laying down with a little bit of a raise on the knee.
Well, maybe
there is
part
such
of-
a thing as light therapy now they use. So, yeah.
Part
Full
of
body
PT,
light therapy, yeah.
part of PT might be rolling around in some tanning solution.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seeps through. Yeah, it works. It's
It's what makes you a better wrestler is wrestling in oil. Sometimes you use tanning oil. Now that helps.
Yeah.
Because you help get your ground, your footing. When your feet are slipping all over, you learn a better center of balance when your feet are slipping in oil. So it helps train that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he looked good. He didn't seem like he missed a step.
No, he looked like he's back to full form.
Definitely going the I hate everyone here route.
Yeah, or I'm at least better than everyone. Which is okay. Way to stay humble.
Yeah, that's the thing is, in looking at his character, he's definitely had some ups and downs with the company. Loved him on commentary, and I still and the commentary has definitely evolved since his departure and return to the ring. But this, for the way that the company is going, and the way that NXT has grown as a brand, I find it hard to believe that this would be a way that they would go with a character that's so negative and being anti-brand is not that. But
that was a difference of opinion.
Okay, but what
he's
I'm trying to
saying
say
that
is,
NXT is doing well, and he doesn't see Bull Dempsey, his opponent, as part of that.
Right, he's saying that he's going to make NXT great again.
I do get what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't get that from him. All I hear is boo wah wah, and in a place where we have so many different programs where people can excel, to be so anti-product doesn't make you look like a heel. It makes you look like a jerk. Mm-hmm. And that's what I don't like. If he shows, like, Baron Corbin is a guy who doesn't like indie wrestlers and the fans that like them. That's different than not liking the product. I don't see why he's on TV, because also the way that the promo was worded at the end was, I was at home watching a lot of the WWE Network.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Let's move on to
that. Alex Riley picks up the win on his return match with a knee thingy.
It looked like a calf kick to me, but I could be wrong.
They said it was a knee. They showed a different angle of it, and he did make contact with the knee, but I don't know why
the finish was a spin out.
I do like the idea of using your weakness as a strength. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that was the knee that he got that he got surgery on.
Okay.
So I do like that.
Oh,
but
they could have put metal in it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a gimmick knee. Damn it.
So I like.
Oh, he's just a foreign object built in. What a jerk.
What if he has what if they left something in there when he had surgery, and now he has like a scalpel, and so whenever he hits someone. No,
like a scalpel?
No, too much?
Whoa. Okay. Maybe like a piece of
metal
bolt or something. Yeah.
I think they use cadaver knees, though, so
do they?
That's not very...
How about a baboon
it's part
knee?
Zombie.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah. Well, baboon hearts. That's a common thing.
Pig hearts.
Pig hearts. Mm-hmm. Sure. Bacon. Chops.
After this
roast.
Match...
Sorry.
Bacon, you should eat that. But after this match, backstage with Alex Riley, he says he has been emailing, tweeting, Instagramming, sending carrier pigeons, touting to everyone at Stanford. And do you want to know how many responses he's gotten? Zero.
Oh, that sucks to be him.
So are you surprised he's back? Are they surprised he's back? Yeah.
He's raging against the machine, I think he feels.
Yeah.
The machine that's moved on without him.
The machine being WWE.
Right. Yes.
If there was like a weird hybrid where Elias Sampson is a guy who's supposed to drift in, drift out, and just sort of blow in. If Alex was a no-nonsense, I'm here to wrestle, shows up, kicks ass, and you see him grab his bag and leave afterwards, maybe a little bit too much, but he takes his bag up to the ring and puts on gloves or tapes up or whatever right when the match starts. Then he grabs his back and he walks not through the back, not through the curtain, but past commentary and out the door.
He didn't even stretch or warm up or anything.
No,
he just came in, kicked ass, and left.
Yeah, I'm here. I am here to beat everybody down and be the best. It's a weird way that they're using his passion, because he's super passionate. I'm a big fan of his, but the translation of that to his character, of the idea where it's you but amplified, I think there was just a misstep.
Well, passion is great.
Yeah.
Passion is always to be admired, but there's a line when passion is forced onto other people, and you make your passion someone else's business, then you're the bad guy.
He's so passionate that he's angry.
Right.
Yeah, and that can be a detriment.
Yeah.
You know, when you get we saw in his program with Owens, if you get too angry, then you'll start making mistakes. Mm-hmm. And I don't want him to go down that same road.
Yeah.
No mistakes tonight, though. Mm-hmm. He got that win. There were no mistakes, unfortunately.
Next match, Elias Sampson versus John Skyler. Sampson picks up the win, then picks up his guitar and leaves.
Yep.
That's pretty much it. So John Skyler, wanted by the law for breaking into the Levesque household and stealing a pair of Triple H's tights. As far as we know, he is still WWE Public Enemy #1.
Maybe they were found in the trash.
Perhaps.
If it's in the trash, it's no longer theirs, so it's public domain, so he can get whatever he wants. I'm not saying I've done that at the Levesque house. Anyway.
How long were you gone? And did you stop in North Carolina?
Well, that was either before or after.
It was. We can't put a timestamp on it.
No.
But the security cameras can.
Uh-oh.
This was a really quick match, and do you guys want to see more from Samson at this point? Because we're getting a lot of what we used to with guys who are supposed to come in and dominate. You know.
I don't understand his motivation. He speaks in riddles. Say a definitive sentence. Be somebody.
But what we need is what he
Commentary is
is.
still not helping.
What we need is what he is.
What is that thing?
It's what he is. It's what we need.
We're going in circles.
No. It's 100% clear. What we need. Get it?
That's
the first part.
What we need
is what he is.
I'm gonna write this down. What we need.
Good. And so what we need is what he is.
What he is. Now, that's a question. I want to put a question mark at the end of that.
Did he strike a chord with you?
He has not yet struck any sort of chord. The only thing he seems to be striking are people in the face.
Bad note.
Yeah, there hasn't been a sour note in any of his matches. He seems to be going bell to bell. I'm just gonna beat you up because I want to.
The crowd does not understand what's going on, man. They don't get it.
Hey, he's a mysterious character. We're not supposed to know a lot about him.
I'm a mysterious character, but I've got like a billion stories.
Well, yeah,
I'm a
you
mystery.
travel the road.
I travel the rails.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's so. As somebody who kind of like, just for instance, who sort of like drifts from place to place, you have a lot of stories and a lot of legends and tall tales that helps you like build up like traveling into Florida. I'm sure there were plenty of people in Evolve who had heard stories about you from the road,
Well,
and that made you that much more.
You're him.
That made you that much more imposing.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So why don't we know anything about?
But that's what he is.
What is he?
What we need.
Oh, what he is.
We do need to find out more about him to get on board. But two guys we are on board with, of course, the Hype Bros. They are backstage arguing, and Ryder is just mad at Mojo for a multitude of things, being too loud, partying, taking all the chicks. And we also learn from this segment that Mojo knows Ryder's pajama situation because he watches him sleep like any good tag partner would.
Bro, you watch me sleep, bro?
I watch your back.
Stop watching me sleep. Never.
Not happening. Just straight like Mojo character gone. Not happening. Yeah, this was a fun segment. Ultimately to set up that they're facing the Vaudevillains next week.
Yeah.
This is fun.
It was great.
They're very colorful.
Bro.
Against the Vaudevillains, who are really
Zubas,
going
bro.
the other way. Zubas,
bro.
Zubai. Whoa. We gotta go.
He's good.
So many matches this week, though, and we end with the triple threat for the #1 contendership to the NXT title.
We have 5 matches tonight.
I know.
Just look
That's
at
what I'm
that.
saying.
Holy crap.
Did you not notice that?
No, like, I mean, looking back at my notes, I was like, yeah, there was 5 matches
Bunch
tonight,
of
wasn't
matches, bunch of backstage stuff.
Yeah.
But it ends
that
with
solid
this.
NXT format.
Baron Corbin versus Samoa Joe versus Sami Zayn. Just great triple threat. Everyone was chanting, "This is awesome." There was a moment when Joe did a coquina clutch to Sami outside the ring.
Pulled him out of the ring to lock it in.
One of my favorite moments, Zayn does an exploder suplex and then a haluva kick to Baron, about to get the 3 count. Joe pulls him off just at like 2.5.
It was really interesting to see the dynamic of this. Really, Joe and Corbin never really met, and Sami Zayn found himself in the middle of both of these guys. He never caught a break this entire match, completely uphill. Mm-hmm. He's a warrior. That's what he is. He's an absolute warrior.
And it should have been decisive, but the ending was not, because Sami Zayn puts Corbin in a sharpshooter.
Deep sharpshooter.
Yeah, heavy torque on the back.
Woo.
And then Joe gets in there, does a crossface to Corbin as well. While Sami's still doing the sharpshooter, Corbin taps. Danilo is like, "What?
Whoops.
What? You both? What?" And Regal has to come out to say he is going to review what happened, and then make a decision.
it's all three of these guys absolutely brought it to each other, and there were moments where they actually ended up hitting huge moves on each other. Just both guys, the huge tope dive to the outside on both Joe and Corbin, and then Joe squishing both Corbin and Zayn with just a huge.
There you go.
Yep.
You lost it, didn't
Just
you?
that.
No, man, I totally had it. I've got plans so far in advance.
Okay.
I know everything I'm gonna say.
That's the notes.
Even when you don't. Don't throw rocks at a man holding a machine gun.
I'll remember that.
Yep.
Thank you. The Blue Thunder bomb was a highlight for me. A lot of the stuff that Sami was doing to Corbin was just like, you forget how strong he really is.
Yeah.
Right, the exploder. And
Exploder
you're
in the corner.
Wait a minute, he's taller than Zayn is. His head is gonna hit that mat really hard.
Do you think that he looks just as strong as he did before he was injured, or are we not seeing the full extent of what Sami Zayn can do yet?
He looks as strong as he certainly was.
Yeah, in terms of strength, I would say yes.
Okay.
But in terms of, I think he may still be trying to push his boundaries a little bit here and there. But
I agree with that.
He hasn't missed a step either.
No.
Definitely not.
He's not showing any signs of weakness.
No, it was
Still skanking away.
Yeah, it was a Helluva recovery.
Damn straight.
I agree. But great episode overall.
This is a good show. It's a solid NXT show. An action-packed NXT show.
And I like the way it ended. That suspense, that cliffhanger, where both men truly believe that they are the number one contender. And they should.
Yeah.
They definitely did win.
It made it feel, it gave it a sport feel. The guys were professional. It wasn't like, let me knock you out to show that I am the true victor. It was both of them going, no, I won. No, I won.
No, I won.
And not even like at each other, but at Regal.
What happens though if next week during the main event, when Apollo Crews faces the champion Finn Balor, if Apollo Crews wins?
I think the only thing that really got decided from this match was that Baron Corbin isn't even the number 2 contender.
Okay.
Because he's the one that definitely lost. Mm-hmm. And he's got to bounce back from this like huge. I still think that he deserves to be spoken in the same breath as the NXT championship.
Yeah.
But he has to bounce back in a much bigger way, and I hope it's just not. If anything, if Apollo wins, he would beat him down, but then we'd be going in circles.
I truly fear for the next man to face Baron Corbin. He is going to rip him limb from limb.
Yeah.
I do not want to be in that line. That being said, if y'all want to see me on NXT TV, you should be sure to tweet him. I'll die for that.
I would not wish that upon you.
will.
So I think that brings us to news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV.
So I already had a lot of news topics to cover, and then a bigger one happened. Just announced. WWE officially announced it, so we're not considering this a spoiler because the world has been aware that Shinsuke Nakamura is going to be at NXT TakeOver Dallas. But one step further that I don't know if you guys saw, they announced his opponent.
What?
But that's kind of a spoiler to how all of this number 1 contender business is going. So, yeah, a lot of people have already said it in chat. So, if you guys permit me...
Don't tell me.
No.
What does it rhyme with?
Sounds like...
It may make you go insane.
Oh.
So there is that.
Insane in the membrane.
Insane in the brain. So yeah, Sami Zayn is going to be facing
wait,
Shinsuke
you shouldn't
Nakamura.
tell me. I asked you not to tell me, you
What
jerk.
did you do?
I messed up.
Oh, God,
I messed up.
No.
I messed up. I'm sorry, everybody.
Insane in the brain.
Insane in the brain. So yeah, Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura is the first match that we're getting heading into TakeOver Dallas, which huge, beyond huge. And this next part, we only know half of for sure.
Okay.
This past Saturday, Mr. Austin Aries, friend of the show, we talked about it last week. There's speculation that something was going to be happening. That something was his debut in NXT. And according to reports, he's actually wrestling on tonight's show, or as a part of tonight's tapings. So
I do know he's there.
Yeah. So it has been announced also officially by WWE. Austin Aries is the I guess second newest member of the NXT roster now after Shinsuke Nakamura.
That's just so crazy. Like, they are stacking the deck with talent as of recently. All of WWE, with AJ Styles debuting at Royal Rumble, to Nakamura, to Austin Aries. Like, it's just... It's a cool time to be a wrestling fan.
I think it is.
Yeah.
It's a darn good time.
Especially for us NXT faithful.
Oh, yeah.
Also, this past weekend were a series of Evolve tapings that our one Mr. True Hobo was at.
Yep.
And so first of all, Regal and American Alpha were announced to make an appearance. And then a tweet from both Gabe Sapolsky and Triple H. Triple H was there on Friday night.
Peeking through the curtain.
Peeking through the curtain, checking out how the business is going to evolve. One of the coolest things that did happen was Regal came out, talked to the crowd, and really put over Timothy Thatcher, who's the current Evolve champion.
He's a good friend.
Yeah,
Incredible
wrestler.
So good.
It was great hanging out with him this weekend. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to wrestle at
No,
all this
staph
weekend.
infection, right?
Staph infection in the calf.
Damn unfortunate.
Just terrible. But he had it looked at. He's on the mend, but he wasn't able to really put in any work. And
that can be really scary, though. Like, that's not...
Staph ain't
No, that's no joke.
No.
That can get real bad real quick.
So how was the air backstage that night?
That night, that was... Everybody and their mother turned out to help set up the show just to try and meet both Gable and Jordan and Regal, of course. But everything was very professional. They absolutely tried to keep it 100% professional, and I think it stayed that way.
Yeah.
And it was great to see both Jordan and Gable sitting up in the stands, watching the entire show, as well as Regal for the most part, really enjoying what was happening. The tag team tournament was quite the event.
Was that the Fatal 4-Way? Was that night or was that Sunday? That was Sunday.
That was Sunday.
Sorry.
Once things panned out a little bit more.
Too many shows.
Yes.
So I believe a couple of months ago we kind of had an idea that Evolve and NXT kind of had a quiet agreement.
This has gone from like a nod to a full-on handshake.
Full-on run. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So very cool from that end. And the last thing we wanted to talk about before we just get into wild speculation, WWE 2K16 announced, not announced, they finally released the Future Stars pack, which includes NXT, world-famous NXT tag team Los Matadores. Why are they in that pack? Just put them out anyway. Bamf, Blake and Murphy, and Samoa Joe. They're a lot of fun to play as. In the trailer they have them doing the Shatter Machine for some reason, but a lot of fun. So make sure if you do have WWE 2K16, pick that up. Support NXT. Also buy the new Austin Aries shirt before they sell out, because they're going to.
But no, they already did.
They already did.
Yeah, from what I heard, they did.
Yeah.
Whoops. So,
and they're still on pre-sale.
So they have to bounce up, but yeah, that'll do it for news for the week.
Yeah.
How are the rest of y'all doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Doing good.
I'm gonna go to Australia, so that'll be fun.
So this is our last show together for a while.
For a little while.
A couple weeks.
Yeah. How long are you gone?
I think
2
I'm
weeks?
coming back the 18th of
February
February.
18th?
I think.
Yeah.
I thought it was the 15th. But it's probably the 18th. So, I won't be here for a little while. I'll miss you guys.
The reason I wanted to bring it up is because we do have an Australian fan base. So, before we give all of our links and such, go ahead and tell them, around the area you're going to be.
I'm going to be in the Melbourne area primarily. I know that doesn't narrow it down necessarily, because Melbourne is a damn big city.
Yeah.
But I'll be sure to tweet out where I'm going to be so that you guys out there in the great down under can meet me. So, follow me at True Hobo on Twitter. ProWrestlingTees.com/Hobo is where you can get the shirts, or you can get the better shirts at NXT.Spreadshirt.com.
He's not kidding. NXT.Spreadshirt.com. We got a lot of stuff on. If you want to pick yourself up a shirt, they're still on sale. They're $15 a pop. Help us out. We're trying to get to Mania, and you'll definitely wear something nice and help us out by putting.
You need shirts.
You need shirts. You can't walk into a building without a shirt. We have those.
That's
They're
right.
$15.
You're not a professional wrestler. You can't live life shirtless like we can.
No, sir.
It's
so
different.
For updates on NXTNewsButcher.com, as well as all of the wrestling happenings at AfterBuzz TV, make sure to follow me at SoapboxMark. We have a new episode of The Gimmick coming out very soon, so follow our podcast at The Gimmick Pod. Miss Cathy Kelley.
You can find me on Twitter at Catherine Kelley and on Instagram at Cathy Kelley. Just wanted to thank everyone for watching today. Of course, comment on our YouTube channel, letting us know what you thought of tonight's episode.
Yep.
And then if you could take 30 seconds, go over to iTunes, type in AfterBuzz TV NXT, rate and comment, subscribe.
We haven't gotten a review in a while, like since October.
Well, because everyone already gave us 5 stars. We
That's
know this.
the thing.
We
Yeah.
know this. Thank you guys who have already rated. If you haven't, then please give us 5 stars. Let us know what we can improve on, what you like about the show, because it really helps us grow here, helps other people find it, and helps us get more interviews. So we would love to bring you more stuff, bring you more content.
Definitely.
Again, thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you again next week.
Bye.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.